being self-reliant. Here we have the World card in reverse. And with the World card in reverse, this is a lack of closure, incompletion, cutting corners, taking that quick path to your goal. When you do something like that, it won't be near as rewarding because you need the trials and tribulations to truly value something. This can also talk about delays or losing focus or lack of closure, maybe slacking off, like it said, losing focus, distractions. Here we have the Death card, and the Death card talks about the end of a cycle, a new beginning, change, transformation. Close one door to open another, spring cleaning. This could be letting go of unhealthy attachments, embracing change, and how you embrace change. Here we have the Ace of Wands in reverse, and this is a lack of energy, a lack of passion, distractions, a lack of direction in life. This could be not now, maybe later, not now, maybe later type of thing. Maybe the timing isn't right. Next we have this Eight of Wands, and this is swift movement, speed, news, travel, usually by air, possibly by air. Needing to have laser focus on your intentions, striking while the iron's hot. Making use of your time wisely. Getting the ball rolling, move, not sitting around lollygagging. Here we have the Three of Swords. This is heartbreak, suffering, grief. Through pain we learn. This could be something that comes out of the blue and it knocks you down. You can either stay down or you can get up, pick yourself up. It is a low point, but it's only temporary. Next, we have the Hermit card. And the Hermit card is solitude, contemplation, insight, soul-searching, inner wisdom, seeker of knowledge from within. This could possibly be a mentor that could come to help you. This is also the search for the truth, finding the light, letting it shine upon your path and lead the way, step by step by step. Next, we have this Six of Wands. And with the Six of Wands, this is victory, recognition, possible promotion, bearer of great news. This is putting yourself out there, being seen, being heard. That kind of empowering feeling. Here we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. This could be greediness, possessiveness, stinginess, money slipping through your fingers. Blowing money. This could also be hanging on or holding on or clinging to something too tightly. And it could also not just be money. It can be you're letting time and energy and things slip through your fingers, tasks. It doesn't necessarily have to be money. It can just be other physical things. Next, we have the Daughter of Wands, which is air energy. I look at this more as a messenger. And, but if this is a person, it can be an air sign. So that can be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So this could be you sitting here, or it could be another air sign. But, with this card, this Daughter of Swords in reverse, this is deception. This is all talk, no action. This is gossip. This is manipulation. This is delayed news. It could be someone or something is, causing minor problems and delays. Here we have the Two of Wands. This is initial stages, decisions, vision, planning. The world has more to offer. Stick with what you know or take a risk. Seeing the world has more to offer, looking out, making the decisions where you want to go, choosing what path you want to walk down, planning, making more concrete decisions about things. Here we have the Star card. And with the Star card, this is hope, healing, faith, rebuilding. You've been stripped clean of the things that have held you back. Those false things, those false beliefs, those bad habits, whatever it may be, those things have been wiped away and you're having to rebuild and start anew and having that faith and hope to do it. That better times are ahead. This is a sign that better times are coming. Next, we have this Eight of Cups in reverse. This is a fear of change, a fear of loss. You're confused about a path to take and you're going to be stuck in limbo until you decide whether to stay or go. So the overall energy I get for this reading is you want this sense of success, you want this sense of independence, you want this sense of abundance, this whatever it may be. And I think after looking at this for a second, that if you want these things, you're going to have to be self-sufficient. You're going to have to be self-reliant. You're going to have to put yourself in check if you want that sense of success and that sense of getting to where you want to go. And I think you will get it, but you're going to have to buckle down and you're really going to have to be a little tough on yourself. A little tough love, getting the work done. All right. Because with this World card in reverse, this is saying you're not getting that closure. And I think it's distractions, or it's either an outside force. Because I do look at downward this way, and it's causing you grief. And I think it's probably coming internally, since this is an air sign. And I think this is talking about you as self, since it is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. It could be someone outside of you causing these issues. But I think it's you self-sabotaging yourself, because you're getting this, you want the sense of completion of a stage, whether it's an idea, whether it's within work, whether it's within a project, whether it's in a relationship, whatever it may be. You want to complete it, but you're not getting that sense of completion because either you're slacking off, or there's distractions in the way, and you're not wrapping things together. You're not tying up loose ends, and you're just lacking that closure, and it could be delays. But here with this Death card is saying to you that you're going to have to let go of unhealthy attachments, and it's also saying something's going to have to change. That's just simply it. Something's going to have to change. Something's going to have to come about, because you're not going to reach that dream or that thing that you want if we don't fix this issue. But with this Ace of Wands in reverse here, you have that lack of passion, that lack of oomph, and you have that lack of direction of where you want to go. And it could be that sense of maybe, like I said before, maybe now, maybe not now, maybe later. Like maybe you're procrastinating, you're putting things off, but you're going to have swift movement. If you want to reach the goals you want to reach, you're going to have to act fast. You're going to have to put in the work. You have to be laser focused, okay? You can't sit around and hope it comes to you and blah, blah, blah. You're going to have to get out there, grab on, and strike while the iron's hot, like I was saying. You're going to have laser focused intentions. But I did pull some clarifiers for that just to make sure. And I got the World card in reverse again, which is a lack of closure, because I think you are hitting delays and you're not getting it. And I think it's because you're lacking focus, because I also got the Death card in reverse, which talks about stalling. I mean, look at that too. So this time's in reverse, saying that you're stalling, you're fearing change, you're not embracing it, and it will cause regret and it will cause heartache. Okay. So, trying to scoot those over a little bit. So yeah, with this heartache, something's going to come out of the blue, and it's going to knock you down. It's going to be a low point for you, and it can come within 3 days into the month, or 3 weeks into the month, or it could be the 3rd day of the 2nd week. Either way, it's going to come in, and you're going to hit that low point, and it's going to cause you grief and pain, and you're going to have to pause and go inward and find out and shine a light on the issues. Shine the light. You're going to have to go inward like the turtle. He goes within his shell, which is within yourself. Find these issues. Find that light. Search for the problems. Figure those things out of what you really want and how you really want to get them, and what you're going to have to do and what's holding you back, you know. Asking those tough questions. And then you can shine that light on where you want to go next. Being seen. Being heard. Okay, I'm ready to step back out. I'm ready to rise above these issues and these problems. I'm ready to rise up and be seen and be heard and stand up. And with this Four of Pentacles, in reverse, it could say that you're blowing money, or you're hanging on to something too tightly. And I think you're hanging on to the fact of either it's bad news coming in, or either hanging on to the fact for you fear change. Since it's directly under this, is you're going to have to stand up and make a change. Because I see this as, even though this is a victory card, if you want that sense of victory, it's rising. See how the butterfly is above, and it's also, I see the butterfly as change too. So not only is it having to change a situation, but you're going to have to rise above these things that have held you down, okay? And you're holding on to the sense of fear of change and stalling, and it's going to cause you a problem when you need to be laser focused, and it's not going to change in any way if you don't decide what to do, okay? Because I'm going to get to that in a second, because it is kind of funny that these two cards would be next to that. But with this Daughter of Swords here, it is saying to you that I think it's a self-sabotage, okay? You're not getting the goals that you seek, and it's causing you pain and grief because you're self-sabotaging. you're all talk and no action. You're not doing what you said you were going to do or what you told yourself you were going to do. And you're not getting anywhere because you're not taking the risk, or you're not putting in the time, or you're not putting in the effort, or you're slacking off. And I think it's self-sabotage, because for some reason I just get the feeling, since this is an air sign and you are an air sign, I think it's talking about actually you. It could be someone externally that's causing minor problems, or something externally causing minor problems, but I honestly think this is you. This is self-sabotage. It's the feeling I get. All right. And something's going to have to change. And the only way you're going to get that change is to go within, to stop this grief and this pain and this bad results. All right. Stop harming yourself. All right. And you're going to have to decide what you're going to do. You're going to have to make decisions. You're going to have to start planning about where you want to go, what you want to do. Am I going to stick with what I know, the comfort zone? Or am I going to take a risk and step out into the unknown? If you are, you're going to have to wipe away everything and start afresh and start anew and rebuild, okay? And here you can either choose to rebuild with this again, like with this, am I ready to step out and try something new? Am I ready to change this habit I might have? Because this is unhealthy attachments and it could also be a sense of, with this 8 of Wands, it's a lot of energy. It's moving fast. It's moving swift. And it can cause distractions. Like maybe you're not getting a lot done. Maybe not because of the fact of procrastination. It could simply be that you get in a tizzy and you have so much going fast, moving, bombarding energy going on. And it's a lot of stuff hitting you at one time and you can't focus. And you need to manage your time more wisely. Okay? Because with this 8 of Cups here in reverse, it is saying to you that you fear the change, you fear loss, and you're confused about which path to take. Okay, because this card right here is about hanging on too tightly, clinging on to something, letting go. Hanging on, letting go. Hanging on, letting go. Am I going to hang on to this fear of not getting anywhere? Am I going to keep clinging to it? Or if I want to let go and rebuild? And until you make that decision of where you want to go, you're going to be stuck in stagnation. You're going to be stuck in that sense of limbo. All right? Until you make that choice. And when you make that choice, you will get that sense of success. Okay? I think that's what that's talking about. If you want it, you're going to have to be self-reliant, self-sufficient. You're going to have to, like I said, put yourself in check. Right? If you want that sense of completion and success and abundance and independence and financial independence and success. But, I did pull some extra clarifiers just to make sure that we're clear on what was going on here. And the first card I got again was this Page of Swords, which is basically the Daughter of Swords. In reverse again, which is saying that it's like that self-sabotage thing. Delays are getting in your way, things and hiccups and stuff like that. And it could be that all talk, you're not getting anything, delays, you're deceiving yourself, because it is a card of deception. If it's not someone else doing it to you, it's deceiving yourself that you have an issue of slacking off, or you're having an issue of not managing your time wisely or your efforts and energy wisely. And that gets you where you are not reaching that goal you want. You're not reaching that new venture, that new way of life. You're not reaching that creative project or that, that inspiration, that idea. You're not getting to it. You're not getting to it. You're self-sabotaging yourself from getting to that thing that you want. And it's because instability here. And it could come from a boss, but I think this is talking about you. You lack you're not stable, and you need to be methodical, and you need to be strategic about what you want. And also with this card in reverse, it talks about the fact, about having the grit, sticking within something, having that laser focus, nose to the ground, getting it done. You need to stop being the undisciplined and start being disciplined. Right now, you're not getting to it because self-sabotage of you're not having stability. You're not reaching anything because things get in your way. And you want to return to better times, and the way you're going to have to do that is, even though this card can mean returning home and building strength from something that brings you pleasure or something that brings you peace and comfort to get you through the trials, This could be going out to your favorite spot that you like to go to meditate, to figure things out. But this could also be going home within self, like the turtle goes within, to find that happiness, to find that peace, to find out what's important, to get emotionally correct again. You know, spiritually and emotionally, getting aligned so that you can move forward and make those right choices, shining the light on the issues, rebuilding yourself to get through these trials. And next I got this King of Pentacles. And again, this is about a lack of stability. And this is saying, need to manage your time wisely, invest wisely. This is self-management, control. And you're lacking those things. And it's saying those are the things that you're going to need to fix. And I think that you lack those things. And like I said, manage self wisely, manage tasks wisely. You know, make plans about what you want, stick to things so that you can get that sense of success you want.